Their aura is unequal.
Well, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Or whatever. And they start to make it a little more raspy, and I follow directions.
Their contents are legendary.
In fact, that little sheet you see is his concept drawing.
Their attitude is embraced. Tune in to one of the most up and rising kaiju-sized groups within our community. So go ahead and watch all of their creative content, including that of the Raw Attitude live interview, where they have special guests ranging from actors, directors, toy creators, artists, and many, many more. You can also find them on multiple of other social media platforms, ranging from Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook. You could even sit back and watch your favorite classic monster movie and even watch us go through one of the most iconic games on Twitch. Featuring your hosts, Eric Stowe, Adrian Settle, Joe Myers, Samson West, Jordan Adorno. They are the Monsters with Attitude.
That was weird, but okay.
What is going on? What is up, dwellers on Monster Island? Embracing nothing but attitude. Here is your host for today's show. Y'all already know it's your boy, Jordan, the Don Adorno. And if you did not know, I am suffering from a sinus infection. So, nonetheless, it is a very exciting to be here, especially with my brother from another mother, in that of one of the original Godzilla YouTubers within our community, in that of Mr. Samzilla himself, Samson West. What is going on, my friend? How are you doing today?
Doing swell, doing good. Excited to be here. Always love talking with other content creators since, as you stated, I used to be one for a while. Got out of the game, got more into the Twitch side of things, and then being gracious enough to be joining the Monsters with Attitude that I've been doing for the past few years now. And here's a tissue for you. Here, just below. Go ahead. Here, take it.
Literally, the garbage pail that I've been using is stacked from top to bottom of tissues. You don't even understand, man. Oh my God.
You need one of those neti pots and just like stick it in your nose and just evacuate the shit out of all you get that. Just
I do have that. I just don't know where it's at exactly. But yeah, so that'll probably be afterwards after we get off of here. But for all of our viewers, specifically Oscar and Adrian, and for anybody else that is tuned in today, we have a very special guest. You guys know him as one of the up and rising YouTubers within our community, and one that I personally have a blast watching, and that is none other than ShinRobijra. What is going on, ShinRobjira?
Hello. How are you guys doing? Lovely to be here. Glad to be here. It's going great. It's awesome.
That is what is up, my friend. Once again, it's great to have you on here, man. I know we've been talking for quite some time, and though our schedules were bonkers out of, oh my goodness, God knows what, but I'm so happy to actually finally have you on board, my friend.
Yeah, glad we can set a concrete time and date for this. And I do apologize.
No problem, man. No problem.
I lose track of messages, emails, tweets, subtweets, quote, all of it. I'm very, what's the word? Oblivious sometimes. Sometimes I just roll over and go to sleep instead of reading my messages for a few hours. So my apologies on that. I'm here now, though.
No worries.
How dare you lead your own regular life? So selfish.
I mean, don't we all go through that, you know?
Yeah.
Shit, especially like, for content creators, we get bombarded with messages and stuff like that, whether if it's to praise our work, want to know a little bit of an insider look of what goes on behind the camera or whatever. But I mean, it's, again, Rob, it is still, we're glad to have you on, bud.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Oh yeah, looking forward to having a chat. All things content creation. But you go.
No, so basically we are just for everybody that's tuned in. Obviously, Samson, Rob, you guys are already informed of what we're gonna do. Basically, we're just gonna bullshit around and just talk Godzilla. Obviously, there has been a lot of news circulated around the world of Godzilla, and being that ShinRobjira is also one that creates content specifically directed towards one subject, specifically talking about the Bandai movie Monster series. We will be discussing all the new figures that will be coming out, the new lines that have been confirmed. I feel like I'm saying too much. We'll just jump and dive right into it. But first and foremost, ShinRobjira, if you don't mind me asking, what convinced you? What was your influence to wanting to become a content creator?
Geez, that's like a 5-chapter story, I think. I was the class clown, if you couldn't already tell. But I was a class clown, and for the longest time, like moving through grade school, high school, it's like once YouTube came to be, people have been telling me, yo, start a YouTube channel, do something, because just do something. And I don't know why. Well, I know why I didn't have a computer until like 2010. And yeah, it was unfortunate. But it really started in 2016 when me and a friend of mine, we originally ran the ShinRobjira channel as something else.
Okay.
And it was, I mean, we grew up watching AVGN, Nostalgia Critic, the greats, the Goldens.
Yes.
And we kind of wanted to do our own version of that. And I kind of fell in love with it. My friend Joe, he had technical trouble and, trying to get videos out in a timely manner. So I kind of just not so much took over, but I just kept uploading because I wasn't fully employed at the time. I wanted to do something. And so that just kept going. It was actually what really started the channel off was I did album reviews for a while. And I would do reviews of the new movie Monster series stuff as it came out on the side. And then come 2020, after trauma and years and all that other stuff, I just decided, I'm just going to do figures because this is the only thing that I have joy making now. So it was really just a mixture of having too much free time and nothing to do with it. And instead of drinking, playing video games, and watching movies all day, it's like, let me use my time to do something creative with it, And here I am.
Oh man, that's Samson. You know what? I'm gonna ask you the same question, my friend.
Oh crap.
I feel like we have never talked about that. And so, I mean, again, I
guess that's true.
In the intro, you were one of the first Godzilla tubers out there. So what was your influence to wanting to become a content creator, specifically surrounding Godzilla in YouTube?
All right. I am prepared for this. I'm not as think as you dumb I am. So there were a few Godzilla YouTube reviewers out there, and they would focus on stuff like original Bandai stuff and maybe YMSF. And I was collecting some of the more higher end stuff, X Plus at the time, like in this double digit 2000s, kicking off with the 25 centimeter line, 30 centimeter line. We're just getting started as of 2009, and I was starting to collect those kind of things. And I was like, you know what? I'm in video work for a living. I like doing video stuff. I have cameras and audio equipment. Why don't I give it a shot myself with some of these cooler figures like X Plus? Boom, X Plus, marmots. I mean, I had all sorts of higher end stuff that others didn't. And this isn't me trying to be all like showboaty. I was just like, maybe I can add to this, add to the community with some of the other figures that other people aren't talking about. So that's how I got into it. And it was just a blast. And my first video I ever did was actually my G Fest haul for my very first G Fest back in 2011.
Okay.
And so I got some Bandais, some Band Prestos, some X Plus, and some Marmots. And I just went ahead and did that. And then I went on from there, and I started just talking about stuff. And then I was like, you know what? Just like you, Rob, I was a funny guy, and I like to do skits. So I started putting up skits on YouTube as well with my Godzilla stuff. That was like, okay, well, that's my personality. Let me take funny and Godzilla and put it into one thing. And I just had fun from there. And it kind of died out, as most of y'all know. I don't really do the YouTube reviewing anymore. There's so many more people out there that do a great job. Prime example. And they have the free time and the enthusiasm and just the want to do it. So I'm gonna let y'all take that, and I'm just gonna work on my own stuff. But I mean, I still there's that want in me a little bit. It's hiding way back there, that I do want to get back into it. I have more stuff from when I stopped that can definitely be talked about, and I would like to come back. I just need the motivation is the word I'm looking for. The motivation to want to do it again.
Well, we've only been telling you for a long time, Sansom, to get back in this shit. So
yeah, I haven't heard that before.
Nah, I guess we all have similar stories as to why we created content. Oh my goodness. At least for me, since we're on this topic, it was the pandemic era. Really nothing you could do other than to try to find some type of source of entertainment. And for me, also another way that I was, I guess, coping with the pandemic was just binging on Godzilla items. So specifically, I had purchased the X Plus, I think the 25 centimeter 64 Rodan, and I purchased it from another YouTuber that another YouTuber that I grew up with, and one that is a really good friend of Samson, in that of Mr. Fresh Vinyl Reviews in Rich Eso.
Oh, no way. He sold you that?
Yep. I remember that.
Fresh, man.
Why is Rich getting rid of why is he getting rid of his cool shit?
Oh, this is like, dude, this is in 2020. So right. I, just had a brief conversation with him, obviously discussing, payments and stuff like that. And then it got a little bit personal. I was talking about, you were one of the first Godzilla YouTubers I grew up with, and one that I'm still loyal to this very day. I have quite a weird request, but can you give one advice if one is interested in trying to create content? And he was just like, dude, if you want to do it, just fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Just have fun with it.
That's how he is. Just real down to earth. Just do it.
Just do it. Don't try to make it into like a goal to where you're going to get some financial gain out of it, because if you have that mindset walking in, you're not going to enjoy it at all.
No.
So just free ball it and just have a blast with it while it lasts. And I said, okay. So the second the box came in and it was, Rodan, or what I like to call him is Rodizzle. That was the first figure I reviewed, and this was a while back.
Wait a minute. No, funny story. When I visited him and surprised him on his 30th birthday, we reviewed that together on his channel. We reviewed, like, that was the one we were like, we got to review something together, man. If we're going to do something, we got to review that. We reviewed that figure together, and he fucking sold it. That son of a.
Hey. He sold it to none other than yours truly. So it isn't.
Okay. All right. It full circle. It came around. So we're good.
So yeah, it literally did. And, unfortunately, after doing an entire year at that time creating content, my YouTube channel got terminated for copyright infringement bullshit. So I'm a huge Digimon fan, and so I would do reaction videos to episodes of a Digimon series that was out at that time. And an entire year of hard work and dedication after reaching just 1,000 subscribers. YouTube was like, nah, we're going to take down the realest Goji fan. And then I was like, fuck. So shortly after that, Michelle, my beloved fiance, she was just nitpicking at me, dude, do TikTok. And I'm like, no, that's not my shtick. You know, I'm a YouTuber. She's like, yo, but it's the wave right now. Nobody's doing anything in the pandemic other than scrolling on TikTok. And shortly after, I was, you know, she reeled me in, and my first video gained between 60 to 70,000 views.
Wow.
My first video, and from that point on, I was just making content there. And when I came back on YouTube, which thank God my channel's still up after so many years, TikTok really helped me gain, you know, that motivation. Not only that, but a lot of my followers would go ahead and give me a shit ton of views, likes, more than what I was on my previous channel. So yeah, but since we are talking about figures, and obviously it's 70 years of Godzilla, it is Godzilla's 70th birthday, or was a few days ago. And so I would just like to do a deep dive of basically what is out. So are you gentlemen ready?
Oh yeah.
No, but I'm sure you're gonna do it anyways.
Absolutely. First and foremost, before we do, we have a viewer who is specifically shouting out ShinRobjira.
Ah, hey Landon too. I love you too. Baby. Hi.
We also have Oscar, who is one of our moderators here at Monsters with Attitude, wanting to ask a really quick question.
Out of your entire collection, which figure, not finger, stands to you as a
Which finger's your favorite?
centerpiece? I want to make a Guardians of the Galaxy joke. Let's see.
It's real. It's
the
I
middle
got you.
finger
No, I
joke.
get it. You know, just that alone, you're good. I got you.
Let's see. Standout. My God. I'm gonna do a cop out, and I'm gonna say the Trendmasters prototype 1998 Godzilla.
Wow.
Thundertail. That's definitely a standout and a staple because I don't normally go for rare stuff. I kind of try and stay on top of what's going on in the now.
Yep,
And time and right place, right moment, right people just threw me a freaking curveball. And it's like, you want these things? There's 4 of them. You want them? Like, yeah, how much? 600 plus. Yeah, fuck it. So that stands out.
You got to do it sometimes.
Yeah. And that to me stands out because I think Godzilla 1998, it's not a good movie. It's not, but I think it gets overhated to a point where it's just ridiculous at this point. It's like the joke that keeps getting told over and over. And to think that out of everything I have, I think if I were to sell one thing in this collection that would probably net me more money than most, it would probably be that too. Plus, it's
That
a
makes
piece.
sense.
It's a piece of history.
Yes,
Trendmasters is no longer with us. I'll show you guys later.
unfortunately.
Yeah, but that would definitely be a standout centerpiece for me, just because it's like out of everything, it's like 98. It's like 98.
Yeah,
Gino.
people usually give you shit. They'll be like, yeah, man, that's what you're proud of the most, that 98 figure?
Hell
yeah. And
this is one of our hosts in the bearded kaiju, Eric. What is going on, brother?
how's it going, pal?
Yo, Eric.
You oiling up that beard? Keeping that beard oily, fresh, clean? Making it look looking good. You got to. It's in the name.
All right, so we're just gonna jump right in. So first things first, we gotta talk about Super 7. Oh my God. These are basically everything that is new, or that has came out since Godzilla's birthday. We got trading cards, like, oh my. Now that I'm looking at these for the first time, I'm like, wow, we got exclusive reaction figures. Samson loves his exclusive figures. I'll tell you that for sure. So yeah, what are you guys excited about?
That Space Godzilla.
Yeah,
Immediately,
speaking of
that Space
Trendmasters,
Godzilla.
I mean, that's
You can't go wrong with this piece neither. Like, oh my god.
Killed it. It's fine. He doesn't need the crystal friggin' accessories. He don't need that. He got the blue, the green, the yellow, the red. That's all I've been wanting since they announced the original Ultimate, and it's right there, and I need to wait.
Absolutely. Oh my, like, let me see if we can get a. Okay, here we go. All right. It's such a beauty. I remember when I first saw this. Samson knows the story that I have for the Trendmasters Space Godzilla. It's a trippy one. So, Rob, to keep you in the loop, I don't know why. There we go. To keep you in the loop, when one of my first Godzilla figures was the Trendmasters Space Godzilla. It was the larger piece where it had the sound gimmick and the light gimmick, whatever.
Yeah.
And so my grandmother, who at the time we were living with, thought of that figure to be somewhat demonic. And so what she did was simply throw it out.
Oh,
dude,
you gotta love grandmas. Usually they buy you the really cool shit instead of fucking tossing it. I mean, your grandma's different. She's the anti-grandma.
Yeah, she was, my grandma. And listen, may God bless her soul. She's still with us, and she's still she's a strong woman, I'll tell you that, and very opinionated. I can't even pronounce the word opinionated. If that's how you say it. Oh, yeah. Fucking no. So yeah, but it's funny. I brought it back up to her after purchasing it, and I was like, "Huh, look who got this son of a bitch back, huh?" And she's like, "Jordana." She's like, "Exactly." She goes, "Jody, I don't remember that story. I don't know what you're talking about, papi." And I'm like, I remember. I got PTSD from that shit.
So Rob, wait. So you, other than what Jordan said, you love Bandai, and bro, right there with you. So you collect stuff like this as well. These Super 7 articulated figures, anything in the 6-inch scale. I'm just trying to learn a little bit more about you that I don't know thus far.
Yeah,
and everybody else as well, the audience as well.
Yeah, I've got the highest stuff, some SH Monster Arts. I mean, even the Playmates stuff. Well, I was going to say from time to time, but it's not from time to time. It's pretty frequently. But same thing with the Super 7 Ultimates. Like anything that is within the channel budget, I just go for. As long as I don't go negative, we're good. And
no, that makes a lot of sense. Especially, I mean, it's magnificent what they're doing with stuff like this, Haya and Super 7 with these kind of under $100. I mean, once you pay for shipping, but closer to the $100 range instead of the 2, 3, and plus with like X-Plus and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace, I think. And I know Super 7 isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I think especially with their Ultimates, it feels like they're definitely getting there. Like
they're raising the bar.
They are. Absolutely. And
as Jordan's going through these photos right here. Oh, sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's just I look forward to more people giving them a chance, myself included, because I was a grouchy little cunt when I first talked about their first Ultimate wave. So I openly admit it. Anybody who knows I didn't like it. My opinions have changed. I'm not a little fucking dick about it anymore, and I'm all in. I'm all in. I get it.
Which one was that? Which one was the one that you're talking about specifically?
The 89 and Roseform Biolante.
Oh yeah, there were. There was a reason to complain. There was a justifiable. It was you're justified. Let's just put it at that.
Some I will say I'm justified. Others it's just like, Rob, you took it too personally, man. They didn't set your mailbox on fire. Fuck's sake.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Your video was the reason why I haven't been shopping for Super 7. Other than the reaction figures, I will give them that. Like like, oh my goodness, the fact that we're getting a dancing Godzilla from this reaction figure line, it's oh my god.
They're not the only ones.
Oh no, and trust me, we gonna get to that. I do have one nitpick though, like this tail. I don't like how it's curved.
It's a boot.
Looks kind of fancy, but nonetheless, it's just that little S shape. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of jacked.
Is that the only way that it's supposed to stand up, or does it have a rock like with the Bandai?
No, I think this is
just
the
the
only
tail.
way. Yeah,
So that's why they did it. Well, so you get what they were doing.
I mean, granted, unless if you're like me and Eric, you're probably one to do this as well if you're still watching. But we just leave them in the package and just have that as the display piece. Like this right here, this is not coming out of the package at all.
Look at
With
that
the
box,
artwork.
bro.
It's like oh my god.
That's nice and fancy.
Yes.
Oh, it is, and the back card is just as cool too.
Oh, let me see. Let me see if they even have the back part here. Oh, yes, they do. Look at that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
I just got attacked by an anaconda. Wow.
I just watched that like 2 nights ago because I swear to God, and he doesn't say it the entire film. I was pissed. I was like, there's not a wow or unbelievable in the whole film. You know who does say it though? The chick that he tries to hook up with. She says wow and unbelievable back to back. And I was like, that's his line. I was blown away. I swear to God. I haven't seen that movie in forever. And wow.
Yeah, wow indeed.
So is there, between what we had just seen, is there anything that you are looking for in particular to own from this Super 7 news of Godzilla figures, ShinRobjira?
Definitely that Ultimates poster color version Space Godzilla and Dancing Goji. Dancing Goji feels like just like that pinnacle of like things that you know deep down in your soul are never going to happen, and now it happened twice, and it's just you can't not. That's yes. So if I had to pick out of all those, and if I could only get 2, it'd be that. If I had infinite money, I'd just get all of it because why not? But Space Godzilla, Dancing Goji.
What about you, Samson?
I'm not getting any of that stuff. We'll get down the line into the stuff that I'm more interested in. I'm not gonna say I dislike any of that stuff. It's it's not my collecting forte. And eventually, in a couple of years, that's going to change. And I'm going to, God damn it, I'm going to have to pay the aftermarket price. And then,
literally,
just like with all these Parababies on my shelf. God, getting into that was a trip.
For me,
Been there.
I've been trying to branch off from the like highly articulated collectibles. I've been like very fond of like Bullmark, Marmots, Marusan, M1s, all of that, Parababies, like Samson just mentioned, or even like just rare finds or stuff that you wouldn't even see in anybody's collection. Like, I mean, you guys can answer this question. Do you guys have the Garden Gnome Godzilla?
Excuse the shit at what?
Huh?
Wait, do you have it, ShinRobjira?
No.
I don't even know what that is.
Garden Gnome.
So I was getting this bad boy done, my Burning Godzilla, and the tattoo spot that I was getting him at, they were also selling a Garden Gnome Godzilla. And
officially licensed or
it's not official. I mean, but if you look at it, you know exactly the premise that they were trying to come with that. And that's got literally all it is Godzilla attacking garden gnomes. That's it. Like he has one in the palm of his hand. And he's like fucking not even gnarling at it. Like
right,
the garden gnome is already like displayed dead or whatever. And then like the base is grass and garden gnomes running away from him. So I purchased that and I was like, listen, it's you guys were the prime example.
This thing.
You know, yes, that one. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
okay.
such an awesome piece to own. I'm not gonna lie, I was this close to selling him a while back, even recently, but then I looked back at it and I'm like, you know what? Not a lot of people own this, so I'm just gonna keep it. It'd be a nice discussion piece or whatever. Now
I want to break things up a little bit right here because I know we're Godzilla focused, but I
Yep.
can't take my eyes off of your I want to believe right there on your ceiling. I am an X-Files fanatic, and I have been since I was I have the whole series on Blu-ray. Parents got me this. I watched this. The series is so good and long. You can start it, and once it's done, you can start it again, and you won't be bored by it.
Not at all. I actually started watching that because the first revival season was coming out, and X-Files was always something I wanted to get into. So maybe $400 later, Funko Pops, bobbleheads, and a couple McFarlane figures. I was done. Didn't really like the first revival season that much at the end of it. But dude, X-Files, like when I say I took masking tape and I made an X on my window, just like Mulder did in that one episode.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit ruled over my life for months on end. Oh, dude.
It's so 90s, but it's so great. I think anybody in our fandom can pick up and just they can find an episode that they like and love because it's all about like mythological creatures, paranormal activity, aliens, monsters, all that stuff.
Conspiracies, the whole nine
conspiracies,
yards.
just the whole, it's everything. And there's serious tones, romance, comedy. My favorite episode of all time is Bad Blood, the one where they each are telling their version of the story of when they go to the Texas town with Luke Wilson as the sheriff. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. That was season what? 3?
4.
4.
It was season 4. It was the season where Scully had cancer.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and then the fat kid from the fat redheaded kid from Sandlot was the vampire.
Yeah, the kid from what was the other movie he was in? Fucking Big Green. Big Green. It wasn't it Big Green and Mighty
I'm not
Ducks?
familiar with that. Oh yeah, the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, him.
But I saw that and I was like, holy crap! Wait, we got a little thing going on right here for sure. I love the X-Files. It's definitely one of my favorite things. I mean, I don't really collect any of the stuff. It's the movies. I can talk about it. You try to describe an episode, I'll tell you the name of it just immediately. I've been watching it since the 90s because of my parents. I was running around the house and they had it on. They would watch it every night religiously. So I have some secondhand X-Files, and now I'm a full-blown addict thanks to the secondhand that I was succumbed to over time.
Well, I was kind of in the same boat because the parents would always watch X-Files, be it on the Sci-Fi Channel or Fox, wherever it would show. And it's like, what is that? It's like, you can't watch this because you're going to get nightmares and like wake us up in the middle of the night. And they weren't wrong because that's 100% true.
Some of them can be.
Yeah, the Fluke Man, the first Fluke Man episode.
Season 2, episode 2.
God damn. Got it on lock. That like I was an adult when I first saw that, and that made me recoil a bunch because the design, the going into the sewer, seeing him swimming up the pipes. Oh my God, how was this a TV show?
Well, the episode that was the rawest and the one that got banned was the episode Home with the Neanderthals in the old house. The Peacocks was their name. They brutally murder the sheriff and his wife, and they're like inbred and all that stuff. I guess you don't remember that one.
I don't.
Yeah, it aired when it came out, and then they never redid it again. It was never, they never rebroadcast. It was not a rerun ever again.
Well, now you're giving me an excuse to watch the X-Files again.
I think it's season 4. Pretty sure it's season 4, but I couldn't not ask, seeing that I want to believe.
Oh yeah, dude. X-Files from what was it? Late 2015 into early 2016 and parts of 2017. It was over for me very, very quickly, which wasn't good because Shin Godzilla came out in 2016 and it was over for me there too. Clearly.
This could be a whole nother discussion video just between you and Samson about this shit. I mean, it's the X-Files is not something I've gotten into, or I've never even heard of it. So, holy shit! Yes,
Are you what? That is a cultural phenomena. Mulder and Scully, you cannot tell me you don't know those names.
They're TV Jack and Sally, essentially. Oh man!
Never heard of it. Yeah.
Wow.
It's one of the most 90s things ever. It started in 93 and it continued into the single digit 2000s, and then it stopped for a long time, and then they came back in 2017 and 18 with 2 revival seasons, and that's where it's left off thus far.
And now apparently it's getting rebooted.
I'm not happy. I'm not. We'll just. Oh fuck! I hate that you brought that up. Actually.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
Adrian, you can't talk shit if you haven't even watched it. All right, so just stay quiet in the comment section. All right, let the men do the men thing. Okay. All right, so. Let's get.
I'm sorry. I threw us completely off track, but I had to because it was right there.
Right there.
Problem.
And I had this right here. So I was like, okay.
All right. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Now, mind you, this is the Japanese Godzilla site, but of course, a lot of things are announced as well on behalf of Bandai, including new 70th anniversary 4K remastered box sets. Including that of the Godzilla Fest Blu-ray DVD that would showcase what Hedera, Geigen, all 4 of the Toku shorts that we've gotten.
5.
No, it's
the first one. Well, there's 5. The first one wasn't really
Geigen.
No, there's one before that. There's one before that. There's one before all of that. It's it happened. You get to see it during the end credits of the 5th short. They basically take a Heisei suit, and it was just a test run of them, like, so it was kind of like a commercial, and it was not a full-on short. So there was that first, and then they had Hedera, Geigen, Jet Jaguar, and now this one that we saw.
We also got this piece of shit right here, which this was a missed opportunity, in my opinion.
I think in everybody's fucking opinion, because, dude, I could go for an hour talking about that shit.
And then we got, I mean, since we're on the dancing Godzilla topic,
that's him. It's right there.
Hell yeah!
This is like, oh my, look at that happy-go-lucky fellow right there.
Bro, look like a hamburger. It's perfect.
Hey, you get out of the way and move.
Yeah, get out. Yeah.
God damn! Get all your shit out of the way.
This pulled up specifically because they knew that you were going to be on Samson. In other words, this is how you get it. This just looks absolutely amazing. Let me see if I can get a.
Basically, you're getting this. I can't.
Yes, I already purchased this.
Well, I'm not you.
Oh, you talk about? Oh, yes, for ShinRobjira, absolutely, dude. Have you purchased this?
I purchased it the day it went up on the store, like immediately. Because for one thing, it's a 65, and 65 is kind of untouched territory since the Memorial box release.
Definitely.
So. It was a given,
sure.
But now,
like, right next to me, no.
Base. I mean, hell, like even the -1 Godzilla like this.
See, this is cool, and this is going to help keep the line fucking alive for who knows how long. Because I was a little worried. It's like the Movie Monster series is getting dangerously close to having nearly everything.
Everything. Right? I mean, there's like not much else they can touch.
Yeah. And it's like you're going to have to double dip into 91, 92, 93, 94 at some point, Bandai. You have to, even if it's just the 91 figure with the same a different tag. You got to do something. And Poses and the mystery 3rd one. Beautiful. Can't wait for that one.
This is what I can't wait for. Oh my god!
I'm stoked about this. And if you do the math, it said this was $130. You divide that by 5, and that's $26 a piece. Yep. That's, I mean, it's a big chunk to throw all at once, but considering what you get here, come on,
it's a steal. It's really a steal. It's funny before this was announced, I was obviously this was announced on Godzilla's birthday. I was actually on the phone with one of my good friends who's another diehard Godzilla fan, and he
Die Hard. That's
made
how,
fuck off, Samson. Jesus. You see, Rob, this is what I deal with all the time with him. I always get fucking harassed by this motherfucker. Anyways, so what he had brought up to my attention was, what if they bring a 70 years memorial box set? And I'm like, I don't think they're gonna do it, but if they do, it'd be pretty damn cool. And this is the closest to it. And I was like in complete shock that what he was hoping for is actually what he got in this. What's it called? The Dream set? The
Dreams, not exactly. Dreams 2024 box editions. I don't really exactly know.
It would have made more sense if it was called the You Choose 5 box set, because that's what the voting poll is named, and that's how these 5 guys got like determined and everything. Plus the Destroy All Monsters DVD box art that's on the box. I mean, look at this. Look at that shading.
That is really cool.
Oh,
all these random kaiju together, like you would never see. This is like nobody would ever. This is some fantasy bullshit right here.
It really is, and
but still cool.
Giant Condors next year, which is
I voted for him.
I did too.
Why?
I voted for him. I voted for the Condor. I was like, come on.
Started a whole political movement about it.
Wait, no, Jordan, go back. We didn't even ask. Okay, it's right there actually.
Oh, the Gigan.
No. On the box set, we didn't even ask him. Like, so out of the box set, who's the most exciting figure for you?
There is no one, only two. And it's Gabra and Kamacuras, because Gabra never in a Bandai vinyl line, not once.
Yep, this is the first.
And Kamacuras, 1999 Bandai The Godzilla collection, and that was fucking it, except for a Bandai HG release in 2004.
Yep.
So, I mean, Mechagodzilla, yeah. I think his last major, like 74 Mecha G, I think it was 95. For the first memorial box, and it was just a reuse of the one from the 80s in the Godzilla collection. So that was needed. Anguirus, of course. I mean,
the redesign is actually not bad.
It's not too bad. The teeth are a little oatmealish looking like he's gargling oatmeal, just a tiny little bit. But he's another one that's just needed. I mean, we got Raids again, Anguirus last year. And that thing's like a mini fucking X Plus.
Oh my God. I'm so happy they finally decided to do that. Because remember when we were supposed to get a Bandai creation?
Stop. Don't remind me,
that we got to see that like little preview of a few figures in a row, and everybody was like, yes, finally. And then that line got shut the fuck down.
Yep. I mean, all of these are hype, and all of them have been long overdue or majorly overdue. Like, same thing with Showa King Ghidorah. I think his last Bandai vinyl release was in the Godzilla collection. They released him 3 times, and that was it.
Well, there's the premium. There's the premium one.
Oh yeah, the Bandai.
I got him over on the shelf. It fits in pretty good scale with the rest of the Bandai stuff. It's not actually overscaled like a lot of the other premium stuff is. Like the premium fake Godzilla. It so upsets me that he doesn't scale up with the 74 Godzilla. It's like those premium. What are you doing, y'all? Come on, scale your shit up right.
That's why they take so long to release a figure nowadays. You get one.
Like, I haven't seen the back yet. Wait, go back to Kamacuras. I didn't get to see that. Oh, there's actual like
there's actual on the paint wings on his wings. Look at that.
Instead of just like leaving it this that's Bandai's been doing that, just leaving stuff the color of the body.
Don't remind Rob of Mothra. Do not remind Rob.
Yo.
Which one? Oh, 92.
Yes, that
with the underbelly, her wings
piece. 2 years ago when I went to G-Fest, I spotted that in the. I mean, not in the wild. They had it everywhere, but the moment I saw it for the first time, I looked at it.
Look at him. He's having an existential crisis.
Michelle, and Michael, and I'm like, this is the worst thing in God's green earth to ever exist. The lack of fucking paint.
And people said I was overreacting.
No, oh my God. like Michelle was
Dog,
Samson, you know this. Rob, I'm big into like customizing figures, drawing. I guess some would say an artist. So when I saw that, yeah, somewhat of an artist, so
I'm fucking with you.
no. I'm
whoa, wait a minute. Gabber has a closed fist. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice he had one closed fist, one open. I have not been paying attention.
But
that guy.
the moment I saw Mom,
Dynamic.
she was like, "You should custom paint it," and I'm like, "Yeah, but am I really gonna put in that much effort into something that should have been done the moment Bandai decided to release this? Absolutely not." But
And it's
yeah,
it's Mothra. It's Mothra.
yes,
How
yes.
dare Mothra? She's part of the Big Five. What are you doing?
Yes,
Ugh.
bunch of other shit. Hold on, let me go back.
I have a lot of Bandais I got to catch up on, actually. Like one of the last true Bandais that I bought that was new was the 73 that came out. That's
So
like
this
the
is
last
Samson's favorite figure, actually.
Oh, motherfucker. No, there's a story.
Yeah, such an
Tell me.
exclusive figure.
Look at how exclusive it is now that we're getting okay, so do you know the story about this guy and his release?
I do not. Please culture me.
So I'll be quick. So the short, and they made this suit for the short from scratch, which was really cool. And anybody that backed the GoFundMe project, what was it? Yeah, the GoFundMe project.
Yeah.
They were going to get this. And this thing was supposed to be an exclusive figure, one out of 166 in existence. So once it got released and people started getting theirs, of course, scalpers started throwing theirs out on the internet for sale. And we were all like, oh shit. They were like, we're not going to have this come to the general audience. It's an exclusive. And that's that. So I used my tax return from this year. This year. And I got mine. I paid so
Oh,
it was supposed to be $350 when it came out. Like basically you got your foot in the door by being part of the GoFundMe project. So $350. Double that. And now, okay, so I have it. It's a fucking beautiful figure and I love it, but now everybody's able to get it. Exclusive my fucking ass.
God damn.
It's like, why wait 2 years? 2 years after his anniversary, now everybody gets one. Sure, no, that's cool. It's fine. I'm not upset.
The funny part about it was, so Samson wasn't the only one in our group that purchased this figure. Two of our other hosts, such as Adrian and Eric, that's still in the chat, they also purchased it as well. What makes Samson's a lot more funnier is that they sent him a fucking letter with the stamp of approval of it being an exclusive item.
It comes with a little letter saying thank you as a backer to the GoFundMe project for this suit. This is an exclusive one of a kind, and it has a little 50th anniversary Gigan stamp and all this shit. And it's in Japanese and you can translate it with Google Translate, and it's just like, you are one of 166 that owns this, so congratulations. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I'm sorry.
And they didn't even they didn't change anything on it. It's just the exact same thing, just without a letter.
Damn thing. It is right there. Uh-oh, you froze. Uh-oh. Looks like we got some. It's so fucking horrific that it's coming out again. It froze his part of the stream. It's such a phenomenally baffling situation. It destroyed his computer.
I feel like every time we tell a very comedic or just like unbelievable. Oh, there we go.
Maybe. Oh, it's starting to crawl back. There we go.
I was just telling Samson, every time we have like some type of ridiculous story to tell, on behalf of our guests, something always happens to their screen. So I guess
I didn't know that, but okay.
It's always like that. It feel for me, it feels like it. So I guess we're keeping the tradition on.
Well, we've actually talked a lot about ourselves. I feel like so we need to have you go on a rant or tangent. I mean, other than okay, tell us what you like to collect, what you like to talk about, what your favorite stuff is. Clearly, it's X-Files and Bandai Movie Monster Series, as Jordan stated. But tell us more about your channel and what you like to talk about and what you mostly do. Instead, we got because we talked about why you got into content creating, but we didn't really talk about what exactly is your main focus and what you love to do and what's your style and vibe and all that stuff.
Style cringe, as I'm told. So I'm sticking with that.
Nice.
I mean, I really like the Movie Monster series. I mean, you could take one good look at my channel and you'll see that.
Oh yeah.
I think I have the most videos on my channel are Movie Monster series, and I can go for hours and hours on why the Movie Monster series versus X Plus, SH Monster Arts, now Super 7, formerly Mezco, RIP, we miss you. I love doing figure reviews, man, because it is the easiest, non-scripted, yet scripted content I think I've ever done, because all I need to do is sit right over here. My setup is right there. Get in front of the camera and then just do this.
Yeah.
All right. What am I going to bitch about? What am I going to praise? What do I feel about the tag? And did Bandai and Toho do a good job this time? And that's what I do. I do that for either 20 to 50 minutes, depending on the size of the figure, the articulation, and just the points overall. And that one in particular is going to get fucking reamed tomorrow. So just as a heads up for anybody watching, I'm going to piss and moan for a good 5 minutes about making a 1954 figure flat fucking gray, putting only white paint on his fins, the top of his head, and his eyes, and then making his teeth fucking yellow. Are you fucking kidding me? Toho Kaiju series is right there. Dark gray, light gray highlights on everything. Easy. So I love vinyl figures. I swear to God I do. But sometimes it's just like, how did you do it better in like 1998? And now in today's technological fucking gains, how? It's like, yeah, material costs and all this other shit. But you put out stuff like that Movie Monster Series 1991 twice.
Yeah.
You do it twice, and they're both
What? How are they different?
Huh?
91, the 91. I mean, what? How? Why are they different? Why did they do it twice? Like so close together? Seriously.
The original one, apparently they weren't happy with the final product, so they just did it again, and they put more love and respect into that color renewal 91 than they did the first one, which is crazy because the first one was so good. So they just did it again.
Man, I gotta go grab it.
Yeah. Just like they did with Hedorah last month and Space Godzilla. They did it with Space Godzilla, so now he's extra. So
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah. I have the Movie Monster series on lock. I have to.
No, but what the fuck? You figure if you don't like it, you just keep on working at it until you somewhat satisfied. But release 2 fucking figures?
Yeah. At least it wasn't directly after one another.
No. Yeah.
I don't
give a space in between.
What's wrong? I don't. Okay, I'm gonna put it down. I guess there's nothing wrong with it.
The base color is a bit lighter on the new one. The eyes are different. The inside of the mouth is different. The dorsal fins on his neck and his tail aren't sprayed. They're individually dabbed. So it looks
okay.
cleaner.
Because we have the
but I like what's wrong with the spray? That's fine.
What's wrong with airbrushing?
I don't know. I don't
good.
get it. Yeah, what's wrong with fucking airbrushing all this, huh? What's wrong with that? And you know
that is one thing Bandai needs to. They really need to.
What's going on with Bro's tits? Where are the highlights? Why has he got a smudge on the top of his head, looking like a headlight in the dead of night? Nothing on the toes, nothing on the Rob. It's screen accurate. It's not screen accurate because you can't see color in black and white. His shits is fucking yellow. I've been pitching a tent about this fucking thing since 2019, and when I saw that they were doing it again, I'm like, yeah, it might be better this time. It's not. Can the tail even move? No, that's glue sealed. We got a new tag. That's nice.
We're getting a review right here.
Yeah, you're getting the review right here. Detail, solid star, paint. Go fuck yourself, your mother, your father, your grandparents. Articulation. You got the legs over here, classy. Got the arms. You got nothing at the head. Tail is glue sealed. You got nothing else going on here. Bro's head is as empty as his color palette. The end.
It's funny you bring that up. So one of our moderators, literally, you guys just had the full review just now. Oscar goes, that is why I try and get some of the memorial box set figures, then the reissues. Hate the half-ass paint job.
You ain't fooling, bro. You not fooling.
I'm big into Bandai. It's
I got a lot of my memorial box stuff on my desk right now.
So that's why I've shied away a lot.
OG 84, OG 64 with the greenish. I will say I might like the grayish paint scheme of the new one more than the green. The green is a little I don't know how much like Godzilla's never been green, really, technically.
Yeah.
Maybe 62 in some shots, but he's never been this green.
Yeah, never that green. Not even in 2000. Well, Megaguirus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the daytime fight scene with the Megaguirus. That's about it.
Yeah. Other than that, though, yeah, I mean, bro, I'd love to cop the full 50th anniversary memorial box. Then that would be it for me for a whole month.
Really?
You know, actually, here's a question, because I judging on how you look, you definitely look like you might be a millennial. But when were you born? And 92. How old are you?
92. And okay, 32.
91. So we're right next to each other with our collecting game. I got the whole 50th as a Christmas gift when it came out because my grandfather loved me, I guess. So I don't have the box though. The box is gone. I don't have the box. Some of the figures I sold off because I thought they were kind of dumb. None of the Godzillas, just all like the black and white Anguirus I didn't care for because I was like, okay, it's not 55, it's just 68 with gray black and white.
Yeah.
Why? But I have every one of the new figures from each. But so you don't have the full set, but have you tried your hand at getting most of them, as many as you could?
No.
You've been getting the reissues.
I've been getting the reissues. I lied. Somebody sent me the original 84 memorial box figure. Tagged and all. Well, not tagged, but carded. So I have that. Oh, and the Gigan from that memorial box, the black Gigan.
Yeah, the black.
That was, the black Gigan. Is that, hold up. So where the fuck is Gigan? Okay, he's over there. So this is supposed to be in order, but my shelves are disheveled. Yeah, I think it's just the 84 and that Gigan, and I have the 95 Memorial Box 74 Mecha Godzilla with his little card as well. That was by mistake, actually.
Yeah, no, it's for me like I was trying to mention before, like anything that Bandai's been cooking, I've been up to date with. Like obviously there's some that I'm like, since we never had it, I'm gonna try to aim for it. Like for instance, the 55 Anguirus. Now with the Dream Box with Kamacuras and Gabra, and I own the YMSF Gabra, but to actually have a very own, the first ever Bandai Gabra, I needed to cop it. But yeah, like these paint jobs is like, what the fuck? Even sometimes like the sculpt, do I have to bring up? I know it's one of your favorite figures, Rob, the Kaiser Ghidorah.
Which one?
The new Bandai movie monster series Kaiser Ghidorah.
Are you talking about the dollar store Kaiser Ghidorah?
The Muppet looking motherfucker, yeah.
Are you talking about the great value Kaiser Ghidorah?
Yes, like look at that. compared
the
to
grimace
the one we
shake.
had
You
damn
got
near
the grimace
20
shake.
years ago. It is
Yeah.
literally night and fucking day, and it's like, what the fuck? I love Bandai, absolutely. I'm a huge collector of their brand, but when it comes down to stuff like that, it's just like, what the fuck?
It feels like just Final Wars in general. They just, like, I get possibly why, but you look at the Final Wars Manda. The goddamn fuck happened to that motherfucker's face.
Ooh.
And then you look at the movie monster series Final Wars Monster Eggs, bro. Looks like fucking yogurt. Why? What else? Hedora came out okay, so we can at least say that. What else is a motherfucking Gigan's got less paint, but it's the same sculpt, so it's not too bad. Zilla finally exists, but he's painted like the Sistine Chapel if the Sistine Chapel is two colors. Just on the top, technically, save for the nails and the teeth. Why are his teeth pink?
They are. I don't
They're
have it in
pink.
person. I want to. Okay, see one little argument I guess I'll have about him looking crappy. He's movie accurate.
True. He's a scan of a toy of a CGI file made into a toy.
Right.
Fantastic. Just do Godzilla
But it is-
98 then.
It's great to get some love off of such a horrible design.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a big moment this year.
Oscar brought up a good point. I mean, I haven't had that issue with my original Bandai Kaiser, so
I gotta
guess
get
I'm
one.
lucky it's oh my god,
I gotta get one.
I got it for a deal years ago on eBay. It was an auction, and it came right in time
right now
for fucking Christmas. And I opened that bitch up like my grandmother got me that shit, and I said, "Oh, look at this beauty!"
So wait, she had a problem with Space Godzilla, but not Kaiser Ghidorah.
No, so I was already older at that time by the time I purchased it. I'm just expressing like, oh yeah, my grandma got me a little toy, yay, you know. So, but yeah, it's such a beautiful piece. Oh my god.
Yeah, like the painting on that, the detailing, and even the articulation, that's
why I said like even the way how the Bandai movie monster series is depicted now as opposed to what we had back then, whether it be articulation, details, paint applications, it is a night and day difference. I'm not gonna lie, the most recent Bandai thing I got, besides like the few that Samson you've seen through our most recent unboxings, but for Godzilla's sake, oh my god, it has to be between the 55 Anguirus or even Ebra. Those are my most
I dig the Ebira. I had the YMSF of him before, and I still do. But I actually dig the design of the Ebira. It's simplistic yet effective, and I still dig that he's getting love. We're getting all the love of all these not favorable kaiju, which is awesome. It's
except for one, and he lost a fucking poll. King fucking Caesar, bro.
Bro, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. He's either gonna be exclusive or wide, but it's definitely gonna happen.
2024, 50 years of Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, and also 50 years of King Caesar. And we had little to no representation of him whatsoever. Samson knows this shit. King Caesar is one of my favorite Godzilla kaiju of all time. I have him tattooed on me.
Hey, yo.
So yes, it's my favorite kaiju of all time. So even like specifically the short Toku film we just got with Godzilla and Jet Jaguar fighting King Ghidorah. Did you watch the trailer to that?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Okay, so if you recall in the trailer, there was a specific roar that stood out in the beginning of that trailer.
Yeah,
it was King Caesar's roar. Some would say it's a 62 Kong roar or whatever, but at this point, it's fucking King Caesar's roar. Sorry, not sorry to all the King Kong dick suckers out there. Love you all. But nonetheless,
the Kong Dongs, right?
Samson knows this. We've even talked about this offline. Yeah. We talked about it the moment the trailer dropped. Are we going to get King Caesar in this? I don't care if it's the Final Wars design. I didn't give a shit if they surprise us. and created the show of King Caesar's suit and just threw him in there to also give a not only the well-beloved and well-deserved 50-year anniversary, but also the to back up 6 years of King Ghidorah, where you need to have 3 monsters to fend off King Ghidorah, and nothing happened. At least there was no King Caesar at all. I took my hat off and was like, I stood up to 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning to not even get nothing King Caesar related. What the fuck?
You stayed up? Wow.
Yes, I did. You're damn right I did, Samson. And it pissed me off even more that that when he was in that Bandai poll, that the fucking giant condor was what beat it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what assholes voted for him?
I don't know. I do not know. But nonetheless, I mean, Rob, you hit it right. You hit the nail right in the coffin there. It's going to happen. We've been getting all these releases from the Bandai Movie Monster series, and most of them have been part of previous polls. So,
I mean, we're getting 71 in March.
Yes.
That's on. I think Awesome Collectors, where you can see it's a bunch of pictures of just like the stills from the movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting 71. I will say, I kind of hope it's not going to be holding eggs, because that's
Really?
it's
I just need the hand in the eye, bro. I
want the eye patch and his hand to be messed up. That's all I want.
That would be peak.
I don't want to see any more egg holding hands, because
These balls.
it's just these Hedra balls. Oh yeah, I fucking castrated that bitch. It's enough of the. I'm tired of it. That's why I have the X Plus of him, and I had to have the Rick. The only reason why, it wasn't for his egg holding hands, it was for the regular hands and the eye patch.
Perfect.
I want him to look ferocious and have the eye patch. Not here's your order, sir.
Balls, madam.
Balls a la carte. Here's your implants. How do you like them?
In or out?
Oh my god. Literally, we could go on for hours about this. And Rob, we would love to have you back on this.
For sure.
We could do a deep dive discussion about Bandai, and many other properties too. Like I said, this is just a straight shoot conversation. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're reaching the 1 hour line here, or if not surpassing it by 7 minutes. It was, again, my friend, a privilege and an honor to have you on board with us today, my friend.
It was a privilege and an honor to be here. You guys are a lot of fun. Truly, you are. And whenever you want me back, or me in general, whenever you guys want to do another one, just hit me up on Instagram. And if I don't respond after 2 hours, just keep doing it. I'm not going to be annoyed by it. I understand why, because I'm up.
We understand. You're jerking your gherkin with your Bandai stuff. It's fine.
Absolutely. Why do you think I complain about glue sealed tails? You got to take the tail off and give it a little weight.
I know, right? I can't do shit with this. Oh, it's so infuriating.
I can't schmizzle my schmeat with that shit, glue seal.
Bandai, you failed us. It was very nice. Okay, for me, yes, it was very nice to meet you in person. Well, as in person as this can be, and get to have some behind the scenes with you, because I know your vibe on your channel and everything, and that I love it. So it's like, all right, let's see what he's like in behind the scenes, and it's good. We'd love to have you back.
I would love to be back in the time, the day, the plate. Well, the plate, yeah, but anytime, any day, any time of the week, any day of the week. Just let me know and blow up my inbox.
I got you.
Speaking of that, before we sign off, plug your socials so that people know where to find you.
Yes.
At ShinRobjira on Twitter, at ShinRobjira.bluesky, however the fuck it's abbreviated, because fuck. At ShinRobjira on Instagram, ShinRobjira on Patreon if you want to help fund the channel a little bit. ShinRobjira on YouTube, ShinRobjira _ on TikTok, because TikTok never got back to me because my phone number changed. Fuck you. And ShinRobjira on Xbox, I guess.
Ooh, all right. I'm an Xboxer. That's totally my vibe. I got this controller, Got a green controller.
Oh, that
Here's a
green
white
controller's
controller.
nice.
Here's a disheveled fucking controller with all its guts yanked out of it.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh yeah. You play Doom?
Doom. I just got done streaming Doom 2016 for the first time in a while on my Twitch channel. I play it all the time.
Perfect.
I love Doom Eternal. I need to dive into it soon. Doom, the Dark Ages. Okay, we
Can't
got a lot
wait.
to talk
Can't
about,
wait.
man.
Can't wait. Can't
Oh.
wait.
We got so
Gotti.
much.
Yeah, Samson. That's all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a PlayStation guy, you know, but nonetheless, yeah, Samson.
We still love each other. The console wars it's been. We're all good. We came to a. We're civil now.
Yes.
Came to the agreement that Nintendo
There's a
is
treat.
better.
Oh man, but
don't worry. I love playing with my Wii in front of people a lot. So
Me too, dude. Louis C.K. had it all wrong.
Rob, once again, it was fun having you on. To all of our viewers, for everybody that tuned in, thank you guys for the countless amount of support that you've been giving us. And hopefully, you know, ShinRobjira will get a boost in subscribers for everybody that tuned in that's not aware of his content. So to close things off, obviously you guys already know, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Samson, help me out, X, Facebook, TikTok,
Facebook, you just said YouTube, Twitch. We have a Twitch channel. We do every Monday and Saturday. You said X, TikTok. Spotify. That's right. If you don't want to see us, you just want to hear us because seeing these glorious faces is too much, then you can just listen to us and hear how glorious we sound.
Yep. Or even if you're in a car ride, you don't have time to tune in, you just go right on Spotify.
Oh yeah, people are busy, I guess too. So.
Yeah, you know, so
but I didn't even think about that.
To close things off with our traditional quote, ShinRobjira, you'll be introduced to this, and hopefully when we have you on again, you'll be able to close off with this as well. So for everybody that is here, good night. We love you, and as always,
embrace the attitude.
Good night, everybody.